Warner Brothers has been worried about Shazam 2: Fury of the Gods for quite some time, and it looks like there's good reason to be worried. DC hasn't been doing great in the box office lately. Just go back to October and look at the release of Black Adam, which didn't even hit $400 million globally, despite a massive almost $200 million budget, meaning that it didn't break even, that it lost money for Warner Brothers. And now with Shazam 2, not only was it not tracking to match Black Adam, it wasn't even tracking to match the first Shazam movie, which made $360 million at the box office. Box office preview, Shazam Fury of the Gods hopes to leap past tepid tracking. Not only did it not leap past its tracking, but it looks like this movie might be worse than anyone thought. It was originally projected for maybe $35 to $40 million domestic opening. That would have been a disaster for Warner Brothers. Now it might not even get there. Box office Shazam 2 flies to $3.4 million in previews. To put that in perspective, that Thursday preview number is almost half of what the first Shazam got. Look at these numbers. The sequel to Zachary Levi's superhero movie will land with the smaller opening than its predecessor. The first Shazam movie had a nearly $6 million Thursday previews before opening with $53 million in April of 2019. It went on to gross $140 million domestically, $366 million globally. Right now, Shazam 2: Fury of the Gods doesn't look like it's going to get anywhere close to that. And considering this does have at least a $100 million budget, if they're reporting that accurately, likely could be more, you're talking about a movie that probably needs to get to somewhere around $300 million just to break even. Right now, that's going to be a tall task for Shazam 2. This is just Thursday numbers. It could have a massive weekend, who knows? But right now, this tracking is not looking good for Shazam. And even the critics aren't feeling this movie. Now, the first Shazam, it got really good critic scores, really good audience scores. This one of the 250 people that have rated it that were actually interested in going to see this movie, it's got a decent audience score so far. But a lot of this reminds me of Black Adam. The critics despised Black Adam. The fans that went and saw it said they liked it, but unfortunately, nobody went to see this movie. It was a box office flop, a box office failure for the money that they put into this. And it looks like we might be headed that same way with Shazam 2. The people that were interested, the people that the marketing really reached, they're going to go, but a lot of other people aren't even going to give it a chance. You have to wonder how much of that is the DC, the tumultuous stuff that's going on with James Gunn taking over, the potential for all these characters to be rebooted. Who knows exactly what's keeping people away from this movie, but it certainly doesn't look like any of the promotion helped. Remember when they came out, they tried to say, hey guys, don't worry, we're really diverse. We have a ton of representation. We've got a gay character. They're explicitly gay now. We really wanted to make sure you know that. And then they even spoiled a massive cameo. And you can't even say this is a spoiler because they used this in the marketing for the movie. Wonder Woman, Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman does appear in this movie. Zachary Levi and the director were kind of pissed that Warner Brothers used that for promo, but they must have felt like they needed it for good reason. The fact that this movie is getting a $3.4 million Thursday preview looks like it might be worse than we thought. They might be lucky to break $30 million domestically. That would be the lowest box office opening for a DCEU movie in history, below even Birds of Prey. Now, the only exceptions would be Wonder Woman 84 and Suicide Squad, which both open on the same time they came available on HBO Max, the whole day-and-day box office streaming thing that they were doing in the middle of the pandemic with a lot of theaters closed. Those would be your only exceptions. Other than that, I mean, this is the nightmare scenario right now if this movie really does numbers like a $30 million domestic opening. Let me know your thoughts about all of this in the comments section below. Have you seen it? Are you interested in seeing it? What's keeping you away? Are you just tired of what DC's doing, or is the James Gunn stuff maybe affecting how you feel about it? Let me know all your thoughts in the comments section below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.